I'm Sinem. Welcome our pre-conference video series and our conference Passport to Transformation 16 International Conference, the Expressive Art as Doorways to Healing. And I'm from IEATA Conference Committee, and I'm an executive senior coach, expressive arts coach and facilitator, and from Turkey. And Bridget?
Yes, hi, welcome everyone. So my name is Bridget Steed. I am also on the IEATA Conference Committee. I also serve on the board as one of the executive co-chairs, and I am joining you from Yucatan, Mexico right now, and I'm an expressive arts therapist. So we are really, really honored to have Suzan Lemont with us today. And Suzan, I would love for you to introduce yourself, where you're joining us from, and share a little bit about you are doing this amazing pre-conference workshop.
Hi, everybody. I'm Suzan Lemont, as you heard. I am American originally, but I'm speaking from Utrecht, the Netherlands, where I have lived for 26 years. I'm an expressive arts therapist, educator, consultant, advocate. I sort of live and breathe expressive arts. I have been working up for the last 10 years or so to try to start an expressive arts therapy organization in the Netherlands, an association, a membership association. And yesterday, with my very small team, we signed the papers that made it come into being. So I'm very, very happy.
So Suzan, I would love for you to share the title of this workshop that you're presenting, and maybe just a brief summary of what this workshop is going to entail.
Okay, yes. The title of the workshop is Tired Tropes and Outdated Methods, Personal Mythology Transformed Through Expressive Arts. I have been fascinated with storytelling and mythology since I was very young, and I started writing when I was 9 or 10, and then I got into theater, and then later I added dance. Those are my three main primary modalities that I work in. But I also work with voice and rhythm, and storytelling in general is kind of at the core of everything that I do. And as part of my training as an expressive arts therapist, there was a lot of Jung and Joseph Campbell and archetypes and the hero's journey. But at a certain point, as a feminist and somebody interested in decolonization and these kinds of topics, I noticed that they did not necessarily address the personal things that might come up or the authenticity that might need to be present in someone's personal mythology that they were weaving for themselves. So I decided to do a workshop that would weave in personal symbols and cultural symbols from someone's own unique personal culture and the culture that they grew up in or have lived in, cultures that they have lived in perhaps, so that it would become something really unique to them. Because I've also found that personal mythology changes as we go through different phases in our lives, and we face different obstacles and different challenges, and we need personal mythology for different reasons at different times in our lives. And so I wanted to work with people to show them how I've woven a personal mythology that has morphed from one thing into another, but using a historical mythological figure. I use mythology basically to find my place in the whole map of my life and the world at the moment in a magical but realistic way. So my mythological figure is Pandora. Okay. And that's what I've been doing with the Pandora myth already for maybe 8 to 10 years or so. I have this book that I'm basing part of my thing on, is called Lost Goddesses of Early Greece. And in here is the original story of Pandora that has nothing to do with a box and nothing to do with bringing evil into the world or anything like that. Pandora means all-giving mother or all-giving goddess. She came out of the hills with her jar, and she poured all of that out for humans to be able to take advantage of. She brought that to humanity. as a mother giving
Wow.
to
Well,
her
what a
children.
blessing or what a gift. Bridget, would you like to ask the wisdom of the workshop?
I feel like you've kind of answered this, but I'm gonna maybe.
I kind of have.
I mean, I'm loving what I'm hearing, and it's absolutely fascinating. But I wonder if you can break it down into like one pearl of wisdom, or one, maybe it's a feeling, or just some sort of knowledge, something that you really want people to walk away with.
I think I really want people to understand how insidious our use of symbolism is, without us sometimes even knowing that it's everywhere, and how we adopt symbols into our story. And then how we take those symbols, how we can take those symbols and make metaphors for how we are moving in, through, and with the world, from that knowledge, so in a more conscious way, and then to be able to apply it in many different situations that can help us with increasing our understanding of how things are working in our lives, increasing our compassion for ourselves and others, and just helping us to heal whatever needs to be healed and expand where we need to expand.
Beautiful.
Thank you. So we have one question more, and it's we would like to bring some intermodal way of expressing, and also we would like to bring a little bit fun, Susan, in our videos. And if you express your presentation or workshop without words, with images or sounds or movement, what would it be like?
Okay. This is another book. It's called My Mother, She Killed Me, My Father, He Ate Me.
Mm-hmm.
These are reworked stories from different perspective, and I would like to share some images. A few images. You know who I am, or you think you do, but I just want to tell you, you don't really know my story. My story is not what you think it is, and I'd like to tell it to you now. I'm much older than you thought. I am the ancient goddess Pandora. I'm the all-giving mother. I brought fire and light and beauty and art to the world. I carried it in my womb, and I brought it to humans. From my jar, I poured the things that humans need in order to live a life full of meaning and comfort and joy. I brought all of this forth and gave it to humanity. And then, do you know what happened? They made me into a curious, troublesome girl, silly, thoughtless, rebellious. They also made me a creature that was put together haphazardly, like a kind of a Frankenstein, by the elites of Olympus, the gods and goddesses. Well, let me tell you, that is not who I am. If you come with me on this journey, I will show you how you can find your true story, and I'll tell you the rest of mine. Because when we open boxes, when we pour out what we have to give, all that's burning inside of us, when we gather our possessions together in a backpack or a bag or something that we can carry it with us to retreat back into the hills, we have lived our lives in a meaningful way, and we can be understood, and we can understand ourselves.
Oh, thank you. It's great. Wow. So thank you very much, Susan, for such an amazing introduction and also a storytelling. And looking forward to be in your workshop at in pre-conference. It will be in the 19th of June.
I'm really looking forward to this and working with this material and seeing what comes out. But one of the goals of the workshop is to show how you can take different elements of your mythology as you're building it and how you could make a performance from it. And in that evening, on Thursday evening, there is room for performing.
Well, thank you for putting together such a rich and dynamic workshop. And we will see you there, and we'll see everyone else there. June 19th.
Yeah, thank you so much
See
for
you the
inviting me.
19th. 19th.
All right.
See you there. Bye. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.